Hey guys, Panda Games here, and I'm gonna do the fun little quest chain thing from the thing you get in the mail. So, I've already picked it up, but you'll check your inbox with this latest update thingy thing, and you'll get an item. It's a letter from Rahn Chuluum, and it offers you a quest. So, this one is about the Planetouched wilds, and it tells you to enter the telepad. So go ahead and hit accept for that, and we gotta get ourselves to a fun little port. I have my husband here, he's helping me. His character is Zorak, so you should say hi.
Hello.
And he's a dork. There are portions of this where I was able to do it on my main, and since she has that healing spec, if you guys have seen any of my Farseer videos, you'll know that I have a spec where I do damage and heal. So, unfortunately, on my rogue, I don't have that option, just because I have marksman and that's my fun thing that I do. But, okay, so we're going to get a port, and we are going to go to Droughtlands, and hopefully you have Lantern Hook in this tune, obviously. I still need to do lots of explorating. So, you already there? Awesome. Alright. So for this one, once you port in, you are going to head to the left over this way. Don't be fooled by going inside. You might get confused, because for some reason they thought it was a fantastic idea to make the inside of this place a maze. You're going to come over here, come to this little telepad, lightning looking thing, and you're just going to run on in it. If you have to dismount, feel free, but I'm going to dismount since we're here. And we get to talk to Fayne over here to turn the quest in, since we use that telepad. Once you turn that quest in, that is the first part of 6 series of quests. Second one, we come on up here and talk to Rahn, and he will give you the quest in Memorion. And we get to go listen to Rahn, Tam, and Fayne's Memorion. Zor, go ahead and start there. I'm going to go and start here, and we'll just go clockwise. So, this is going to be Tans. Obviously, there are multiples of Tan here. I guess Zor gets to join me? Are you doing... You're doing runs? Is that it?
Yes.
You're surrounded. Yeah, he's doing runs. Okay. It's just fun because we're all surrounded up here together. So once you complete all 3 of those, you're going to go ahead and you're going to go back to Rahn to turn it in. And that is going to be the second quest. So I'm going to jump ahead to turning it in. Okay, side note, guys. Apparently, if you do this with people, like you could have 3 people together and each of you could go to each of the Memorions. Forgive me if I ever butcher how to pronounce anything. But apparently, if all 3 of you go to one of each of these, it counts for all of you. So, find some buddies to do this with.
You just won't be able to hear the story from the other Memorians.
Yes, that's true. So if you're a story person, don't do it with other people. Or you guys can all do it anyway, and it doesn't really matter. So, that's awesome. Alright, so when you're done listening, you can click that button and you'll drop back down and you'll continue to hear the story, obviously. Go back to Rahn and turn in that quest. Once you do that, Tam will offer you a quest called Finding the Finder, and the objective for this is to go deactivate 1st, 2nd, and 3rd oculon catchers. And those guys are found in the FARV area of Tarken Glacier. And once you get to Ghar Station Tau, you can either leave through this gate or this gate, because obviously the area is right over here. So, alright, so once you guys get to the area, we're going to head to the... Let's head to the left over here, Jesse. Zor. Whatever. I didn't say that. And the first one is going to be over in this fun little area. Did that count for you as well? Fantastic. Alright. Second one is going to be around over this way.
Technically that was this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not technically going in the order. Oh, there's the second one. I know I'm not saying I'm in the order of over here because it went second, this is the third, and then now we're going to go get the first. That's what. There we go. Alright. And then the last one, or the first one, is going to be over here. And the key thing to know about this is once you click on this one, a character named Jessa is going to show up, and she will want to hurt you. And there she is. And this is where you'll need a healer. And so he's in his Harbinger Chloro fun spec, and it is plenty of healing that both of us need. And we just pwn her face in until she dies. Oh, no. You want to wait until she gets to 10% and then you use the teleport rod on her. So stop DPSing. Use it on her when she doesn't have that shield. There we go. Beautiful.
I still have to do the first. We have to do that again.
Okay. Alright. So this is good to know, guys. This part, if you are doing it in multiples, it will not count a second time. Or it won't count for all of you. Alright, and once that's done, we get to go back to Lantern Hook and go turn in the quest. See you guys there. Alright, so once you guys get back to Droughtlands, you're going to want to go ahead and use this teleporter pad again. So every time you want to go up there, you just use this thing, and it will port you on up. And then we'll go ahead and we will, ooh, not use our mount. How about, no. Yeah, okay, don't use your mount around here, guys. It's deadly. Alright, so go ahead, talk to Tam, and turn in Finding the Finder. And then Rahn will give you another quest. And this quest is Dark Matter, quest number 4. Oh, yes. And this one will want you to activate a ritual locus. Lotus. I know, one's a flower, one's some kind of roach-looking thing. Anyway, for this, Zora's got the right idea. We come off down here, and this one you will definitely want another partner with, because once you activate it, you have to kill a bunch of things, and if you don't have any way of healing yourself, you will potentially die, depending on how well you know your class and how good of a player you are. So I recommend doing these with a friend. Preferably one who can heal. And another good news is so far it looks like this one will count for everybody as well. So now we just have to destroy this thing, and the only way that you can destroy the ritual locus is by just killing everything. And the longer you go on doing this, the more mobs will pop out, the quicker. So. Yay! Did you just die? There we go. Alrighty. Alright, and then it tells you to enter the televator because apparently we can't get back up this way. So, whee, Geronimo! Just drop back down. Ah! I guess all you have to do is run through it. That's good to know. Alright. And then we'll talk to Rahn again, and we will turn in Dark Matter. Tam yet again will offer us another quest. This one is Getting the Getaway. And we'll have to go collect Raxon Captivators. For this quest, we will need to... Capacitor. See? I suck at pronouncing things today. Or is that just every day? That's alright. It makes you guys laugh, I hope so. I'm a math person. Alright, so for this we got to go to Duskin. Oh, crap. Okay, I don't have that port apparently. See? This is what I get for not exploricating. Can you port me there?
Where?
Let's see here. You are gonna want to go to the Infinity Gate. Alright guys, so you're gonna want to get to about this spot on the map. We just ran through here instead of trying to drop down that way and just head straight there. That's not a very good idea. I believe there's also a port over in this area where you guys can take and just run off this way as well if you want, but whatever floats your boat. And once you get here, we're just gonna run off over this way. And we're gonna look for these fun little things on the ground over in the grassy dirt-like area over here. Okay, so these things are the things you're gonna want to look for. So for all these things, you are going to perform the cognition tests. There are two different types of like red zone versus white zone that you have to stay in. One is going to be a cone, a lot like the direct fight if you guys have been into ROF, and the other one is a lot like the first boss in Return to Empyrean Core, where it's 4 sections, they're all even, and 2 are red, 2 are white. So there's those 2 you'll have to pick through, and then there are also 2 types of Q&As. You have to get, I believe, 4 questions right, and then there's one where you have to stand within 4 colors and a little bulb will pop up right here. Yeah, feel free to shard hop, guys, if there's too many people running around. Here we go. Which of these factions battle for conquest? That one is Oath. Select the being that served Achilleos, and that is whatever that John guy is. What entity governs Necropolis? I believe that's Crucia? Dang. It's either that or none of the above, I think. So, yeah. Good luck with the questions, guys. Hey! Okay, so here's the 4 colors. On there, see? Yellow. We just stand in the yellow. And now it tells us purple. So we run across. Purple again. I don't think I've ever gotten 2 of the same in a row. Yellow. Yeah, this one doesn't like green or white. Alright, so if you successfully pass, you get an item. Quest item. Yay! Alrighty. Alright, so here we go. Here's the crossy shaped like one. And it's literally just back and forth, back and forth. Gets kind of fast. There we go. Maybe it's what he's opposing. Yay! Okay, so here's the cone of life. Cone of life. More cone of life. Cone of death. It's more like cone of failure. Cone of not failure. Isn't it? When you do the direct fight too many times. Alright. Once you've collected all 8 of these things, we get to go talk to researcher Jessa, who is nearby. If you go ahead and look at the map, she's just right in here. Player mount isn't quite as crazy. There we go. And you just talk with her. And now we have to go activate the interface release lever, which is just on the other side. Same level. Thank goodness. They were very kind to us this time around. So we just come over here, and we click on this tiny little thing, and Teth Kareth pops up, and he kind of yells at us a bit. Alrighty. And that is confronting him. And now we get to go back to Lantern Hook. So, we'll see you guys there. Alright. So when you guys get back to Lantern Hook, come back to talk to Tam. turn in getting the getaway, and Rahn will give you the final quest, Into the Wilds, where we have to enter the trail to Planetouched Wilds. Whenever you're ready.
Where are we going?
We're just gonna go north.
Okay.
Yeah. The nice thing about this quest is that you only have to go up here for the very last bit of it. We are done running around like crazy people. Whee! Real gamers jump off of all the things.
As long as they don't take full damage.
And get stuck in things.
In trees.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm the queen of that. Alright. So we just run on up here and go through that portal.
No!
Yeah. Right. So once we go on through the portal, we're gonna run on up this way. And at this little fork in the road, we're gonna want to go left. And this would be the final quest where you would actually... You may or may not need a healer. I don't know. Might not be a bad idea. But have someone who can, like, in Zora's position where they can heal and DPS. So we just listen to them, talk, blah, 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 blah. And then when they're all done talking, we get to kill things. Yay! We get to kill all the things. All the creatures.
We are attacked.
We are attacked.
Okay, activate the gate control. Hopefully
Yep.
we don't have to do this twice.
No.
Fabulous.
No. It seems like the things that... It makes sense how they... Trion actually seem to have coded something appropriately. That's fantastic. So the things that you would think you would get dual credit for, you actually do get dual credit for. It's awesome. Yay! Whoa. That was really bright, even though it's nighttime. Holy cow! Apparently. Okay, this guy can't decide whether it wants to be daytime or nighttime. Alrighty, so once that happens, we gotta run after those guys, past them, and they do a disappearing act at some point. And we get to go run up here and, quote, meet them. Because apparently they don't know what it means for us to catch up to them. Alrighty. And so once we do that, we get to confront Teth Kareth again, and we get a glimpse into this area that we have just been so profoundly confused by. Like, what is it? What's its existence? Why is it there? Is Rift ever going to do anything with it? Maybe. I don't know. And then lastly, we turn this quest into Fayne. And voila, we get an achievement and a title for doing so. So thanks guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.